Okay, we're up to Nun Beis Amid Beis, the bottom line. So the Mishnah had said, yes, thank you. The Mishnah had said that if a person is digging in the bar, right, and the shor falls in, if it falls in, it says the fun of l'chayiv la'achrov mikol akriya bipata. So the question is, what does it mean the fun of ula achrov? What does that mean? So I'm a Rav. Now just let's keep in mind, fellas, the machlokas between Rav and Shmuel as to what the chiyuv of bar is. According to Rav, the chiyuv of bar is lehevel. A bar is for its gas, or its poor quality of air. That's what kills the animal. And according to Shmuel, af chavata, not only hevel but even chavata. Amar Rav, the fun of means the fun of. It falls in face first, and the achrov means achrov. It falls on its back, mamish. The zev bar. And both are occurring in the bar. We'll understand it better when we see the shita of Shmuel. The zev is bar. So if the animal falls face first into the bar, yechayev. It's his noise. It gets startled and it falls into the bar face first. Then yechayev. If it falls into the bar on its back, then you potter. What's the difference? Rav l'tamei. Rav goes according to his reasoning. Dama Rav bar shechayev olav Torah. The bar that the Torah is mechayev me is lahevloi v'loi lechvatoi. So memela. When it's face down in the narrow confines of the bar, it suffocates. However, it's on its back and its face is facing upwards, then it would be okay. It would not, it wouldn't die. So it did die, okay, it died, but not because of the hevel. And Shmuel, on the other hand, says, Shmuel amar bebar, bein milfana bein la'achrot. There's no difference. If it's in the bar, yechayev. So the nafkamina between Rav and Shmuel would be achrav bebar. According to Shmuel, it doesn't make a difference. If the Mishnah is talking bebar yechayev, so what's pshat la'akrav pata? The Mishnah says if you fall la'akrav pata, according to Shmuel, what does that mean? And Shmuel tamei dama lehevlai v'chol shken lechvatay. So whether you suffocated or whether you fell on your back, not you, a shore fell on its back and was destroyed as a result of the impact, it doesn't make a difference. Because he, again, as opposed to Rav, who says bar it's karka oilam hezikasai, who says that it's the karka oilam, it's not you're not the balabar, you have to be the balabar, and it's owned by the Rishus Harabim, the bar, right? So according to Shmuel, what's pshat in the Mishnah of the words if it falls the akra from the kol kriya pata? Kigon the niskal bibar, it goes ahead and trips on the bar, the nafol achoyrav habar, and right chutz the bar. And it's falling outside the bar, chutz the bar. So in other words, in the bar, whether on your face or on your back, chayev. However, if it falls outside the bar, then what? It would be what? It would be potter. If it falls outside the bar, it would be potter. That's the machlokes Rav and Shmuel. Is Rav says the chiyuv of the patur is in the bar, and Shmuel says no, and there's no patur in the bar. The patur is outside the bar. Esvei bibar, it says bibar bein lefanav bein la'akrav chayev. If it's in the bar, it doesn't make a difference whether it's face first or backwards. Yechayev. Kashan Rav, you told me bibar on the back it's potter. You see bibar. If it's in the bar, it's like Shmuel, not like you. Tiyufta the Rav. Let's say it's an upshlag on Rav. Rav Chisda moida Rav bibar b'shusay dechayev. Rav, it's be moida if this is speaking about bar b'shusay. If it's a bar that in your rishus, remember you were mafka your bar, you were mafka rishus, you were mafka the bar. And that's the bar that chayv Torah. So if it's in your shus, you chayv mishum the amalei memanav shach. Ibe hevla meis hevla didach. If it died as a result of the hevel, the nisik can tell him it's the hevel. And ibe chavata meis chavata didach. It's your chavata. Fellas, when Rav says the bar that Bershus Rav is potter on chavata, it wasn't pshat that he held a bar doesn't kill because of impact. A bar does kill impact, but that's karka oilam hezikasai. The karka doesn't belong to you. You got to be a balabar. It doesn't belong to you, that karka. So if bishleim the hevel, that the hevel is a result of digging the bar, is a result of digging the bar, when you unleashing it, then you're the balabar on the hevel. Masha'enkein, when you didn't go ahead and unleash it, you had an area and it fell in that area doesn't belong to you. What about if it's in your rishus? Then you can't say karka oilam hezikasai. It's your karka that did it, right? And therefore, the shot in the brisa that bar would be chayiv in the bar it would be chayiv a hevel or chavata is speaking where you don't have the patur of karka oilam because it's your bar because it's in your rishus. That would be the explanation too. So again, machlokes Rav and Shmuel, Rav only hevel, Shmuel chavata. Also, how that affects the pshat in the Mishnah. According to Rav, naflu fanav mikol akri lefanav means face first where the hevel can get it. The patur of achrav is in the bar on your back. According to Shmuel, it's a little more sophisticated. In the bar, they both will be chayiv because the maman v'shach. If it's face first, you chayiv for hevel. If it's back, you chayiv for chavata. What does it mean? Chutz lebar it means that you fell outside the bar. If you fell outside the bar, then you'll be pata. Okay, so that was one way to answer. That's what Rav Chisda answered the kasha on Rav. Rabbi Omar. Rabbi says another way to answer the kasha on Rav. Again, guys, what's the kasha on Rav? The Brisa says, bib bar, you're chayiv, bein lefanav, bein la'achrav, right? What's another way to answer the kasha on Rav? Rabbi Amar, hachamaya skin b'misapech. It fell, guys, it fell face first. And as it was falling face first, it did some type of gymnastic move. The bar, this is a very, very, very loose, fluid ox. And if you can imagine such a thing, and it turned over. But since it was going face down, you had a chance for the hevel to get it. And then when it lands on its back, it's still being affected by the hevel. And that's when you be chayiv. When does Rav say Yapata is when it never fell down face first to turn over. It fell down all the time on its back, and it never had exposure to the air, to the poor quality air. What has happened? The nafala ape, it fell face first. This hapech, the nafala agabe, and then it turned around and it fell on its back. The hevla da hanibe a hanibe, the hevel that affected it. So again, two ways to learn pshat, guys, in Rav. What's akasha? It says bibor yechayev ben lefana ben laachrav. According to Rav Chisda, right? According to Rav Chisda, it's speaking bar b'shuscha and your rishus, and therefore it's not the chavata would be your chavata, not karka oilam, or Rabba where it's speaking mishapech, where he fell down face first to give a chance for the hevel to impose upon it, and then we're going back. Dak nun gimel amid aleph, parallel to the Taisus la'olam, 2 lines below that. Rav Yosef Amar, Rav Yosef says another way to explain Rav. Hacha b'niskei bar b'shar askina. You know, a mamash a chiddush tika b'shat. We're not speaking where the shar got damaged by the bar. We're speaking where the bar got damaged by the shar. Mm-hmm. Guys, we had a case. You have water in a bar. Shar falls in, he's filthy, and he damages the bar. He damages the water. So that bein bilafanav, bein ba'achrav, you will be chayiv. My niyu shiv is esmeimav. Gleishna lafanav, gleishna la'achrav. Mechayiv. Okay, guys. So 3 ways to answer up the kasha on Rav. Okay, just to let's catch all up and give a little cover to Dak. So we have the Mishnah says if it falls in face first, falls in the fun of you are chayiv, back potter. Good. Rav makes sense. In the bar, Rav says the chayiv of bar is the hevel. So face first, the hevel gets a chance. If it's on its back, it's able to breathe. Okay. Then we have a brisa that's problematic because the brisa says what? That the bar you chayiv ben lefana ben la'achrav. So smash back you be chayiv. Rav said you potter la'achrav. 3 pshatim. We have Rav Chisda, that's bar b'shuscha Rabbi Moed, that's not karka oilam because you own it. You own it. You have Rabba saying b'mishapech will face first and turned over, but it faced first it was impacted. And we have Rabbi Yosef's chiddush tika b'shat. It's not speaking about the damage to the shor, it's speaking about the damage to the bar, and it doesn't make a difference if it fell in. It's a filthy shar. It doesn't make a difference if the shar falls in face first or the shar falls in backwards. It's going to damage the water, and therefore you would be what? You would be. What? Usually tuyufta means it's permanent, right?
Right. So you could say it's machlokes, you know.
No. We're answering up. I guess we usually tuyufta does. No, it's usually a double tuyufta. Tuyufta drop tuyufta.
But sometimes you need to have just one saying I mean, it's like
mechanically you do have it occasionally. It's not it's usually when you have tiyufta, then it's finished, then there's not a dialogue over here like it's kashal rav.
No, because he has the right that goes according to him also. Or the Mishnah that says that he's pata going in backwards. You know.
No, that's he learned pshat. That's the way he learned pshat in the Mishnah. It's not, but it doesn't go according to him. No.
No?
Here it's Mefurish Brisa that says we have two ways to learn Pshat in the Mishnah. We can learn Achrav in the Bar Yochai. Shmuel does, right? So that's since you could learn that Pshat, it doesn't mean that Rav's Pshat is correct. Now you have a Brisa Mefurish not like Rav, showing you that his Pshat in the Mishnah is not correct. In other words, because over here the Brisa says openly, bid bar in the bar itself, bein la'fanav, bein la'achrav. So that's Mefurish, not like Rav's attempt in the Mishnah. Says the Gemara, Tani Rab Chananya the Siyul Rav. Now it's very interesting. We went from a Tiyufta to Rav and now to what? Hey, okay. It says what? It says v'nafal. It says atshiyipol derech lefil. The nafal lefanav mikol akri. The pasuk it said v'nafal. It's mashma learned v'nafal atshiyipol derech lefila. Right? What's derech lefila? Face first. Mikana amar nafal lefanav mikol akri chayev la'achrav mikol akri. You'll be part of bid bar, and those would both be what in the bar. That both be in the bar. Okay, so for all intents and purposes, we have pshat. Now, the Mishnah had said, the Mishnah had said that clearly everyone agrees lefon of Yechayev, right? How did this animal end up in the bar? It heard a noise, and it got startled. And as a result of the noise, meaning there was a man with a shovel in the bar, he was widening the bar, and this animal heard it, got startled, and fell in. Okay, now, who is chayiv? Who is chayiv? The balabar, right? Now, two things. One, the guy digging's pata. How come? Grama. Okay, the guy digging is causing it. Really, pata midine adam the chay b'dina shemayim. Now, why can't the Baal Habar say to the the guy who's digging it, like, good, you can't be mechayiv him as grama, but why you chayiv me? In other words, it's a kasha on the whole din. Why is the Baal Habar chayiv? He ended up in the bar, but why is he chayiv? Yeah. Yeah. The Baal Habar is chayiv. He is chayiv. Now, the question is, why is he chayiv? The question is, why is he chayiv? Okay, now, outside, guys, we touched upon this once upon a time, a long time ago. If I go ahead and I have two damages, two mazikim, and I can't collect all from one, do I collect from the other or not? Do we say kilekalish tulume mehai? When I can't collect from this one, the shtala mehai, or do we say no? When you can't collect from this one, you don't collect from the other one. So now, who should be chayiv here? I think we all agree that the one who's digging should be chayiv, correct? But he can't. Why can't you mechayiv him? It's grama. Loit the Rabbanon hold in a scenario where two people damage, and really one is more chayiv than the other. Like if a shor pushes another shor into a bar, so you have two damages. You have the shor and you have the bar, right? So in that case, the Rabbanon are of the opinion you'll only collect from the Baal HaShor, you wouldn't collect from the Baal HaBar. So too they'd hold over here in our Mishnah, you'd only collect from the one who went ahead and dug the bar, but you wouldn't collect from the Baal HaBar. Now, you can't collect from the the one who's digging because of grama, but you wouldn't collect from the Baal HaBar. And our Mishnah says you do, because that's Reb Nosson. Because what is Reb Nosson of the opinion? When you can't collect from the Baal HaShor, you would collect from the Baal HaBar. And our Mishnah is going according to Reb Nosson. Our Mishnah is going to Reb Nosson. Again, it's a very, an easy case in the Mishnah, but no, it's a whole ukimta how you have to, that's nine. Because again, taking into account a little knowledge of Nezikin over here, right? You can't be mechayiv the one who dug it. After all, he's a grama. Okay, so now let's see the Gemara. It is very geschmack, very lamdish Gemara. Amamar, going back over the nafa lefon of mikol akriya, and the shor falls into the bar because it heard the shovel digging. Chayiv, the balabar. V'amai name a koira gurlei. Why is the balabar chayiv? Why do we say that that the bal koira, the one who was digging, caused it? Meaning, I know you can't be mechayiv me because it's grama, but why are you chayiv the balabar? Rav Simi Barashi, money. Who's the Tana of the Mishnah who says that Yichayiv the Balabar is Reb Nosson he. The Omar Balabar has Zeka Ka'avid. The Balabar did the damage. All right. Now, so in other words, he did do a damage. Good, it was caused by somebody else, but he did do a damage, whether it's Hevel or Chavata, right? He did a damage. So what's your taina? Without the Kol Akri, the damage wouldn't be done. The damage was done. Now, I can't collect from the one who was digging. I'll collect what from the Balabar. The Tanya, a shor pushes his fellow shor into a bar. Bal hashor chayiv. The Bal hashor is chayiv. Right? Why? Let's look at Rashi, guys. Second Rashi when it gets wide. Mada is hanile. Al Rabbanon bosa meikora asli. They say you go after the beginning. The Saba the Bal hashor kula zek of it. He did the whole thing. So really, now the shor knocks him into the bar, and he's mechayev, and Balabar is pata. That's the chachamim. Why the chachamim hold that the Balashar is chayev? Because he did the whole thing. He pushed him in. And what don't you say by a shar? You don't say grama. Right? Look at 2 lines from the bottom. Oh, no, we'll see that soon. Reb Nosson's of the opinion, Bal hashar mishale mechza, u Balabar mishale mechza. Right? Balabar pays half, and you pay half. Okay, so let's get to the teretz. Guys, outside. We have a kasha. The Nizik's got this great taina. He goes to the Mazik, the Balabar. The Mazik, the Balabar is a great taina. Why am I chayiv? It's true that my bar did damage, but it's you, the guy who dug it. Oh, well, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm patam in the other, but I don't have to pay anything. So what do I have to pay? It's like the Chacham Taki, you wouldn't have to pay. Like the Chacham, you wouldn't have to pay. Why? Because we always go Basam car. We go with the one who started it. The Balkaira started it, like Balkaira. The Bal Digger, Digger Phelps, right? Digger Phelps, a little bit kiss, right? He started it, and Meli can't collect from me. Not collect from me either. Our Mishnah says you do collect. Our Mishnah goes to Reb Nosson. Reb Nosson holds when you can't collect from the Balashar, you're going to collect the rest from the Balabar, half and half, right? You're going to collect half and half. Okay, now, so you have Peshat in the Mishnah. Now we're just going to delve into Reb Nosson a little bit. Tanya, Reb Nosson, Gimel Chalakim Balashar Revia. So you got a problem. I wonder if you're telling me you're paying what? You're paying half and half. Now you're telling me a quarter to the Balashar and 3/4 to the Balabar. How do you get that mathematical cheshbon? Says more like kasha. It's not a problem. Ha betam, ha bemuid. Let's go through it, guys. You're a tam. How much should you pay? Chatzi nezek. But I got a partner over here, right? So how much do I pay? A quarter. How much does the Balabar have to pay? He has to pay nezek shalem. No, yes. Again, he ends up paying 3/4. Good. So the question is, there's 2 ways to view it, guys. Do you view that each one is chayav a whole, or do you view each one is chayav a half? Says the Gemara. By time that you're telling me a quarter and 3/4, what exactly happens? What's the machinations over here? Ikasava haikula hazeka ovid, the haikula hazeka ovid. What are you going to say? Each one did a full damage, right? Then it shouldn't be a quarter, 3/4. It should be half and half. The ikasava high palga zeka ovid, high palga zeka ovid. And if you can hold, they didn't both do a whole, but they both did a half. Balabar mishalim palga. Balabar should pay a half, right? Ubalabar revia. In other words, you shouldn't be mechayev me more than a half in the balabar, and then the other one will be a quarter because it's chatzi nezek. For either revia mafsin, you should lose a quarter. So, guys, outside. Says Reb Nosson, we have a case that you're going to pay a quarter and 3/4. Quarter for the balashar, 3/4 for the balabar. What's the mitzias of the case? If they're both chayiv, they both did complete damage, then they both should pay half. And if they each did a half of damage, it should be a quarter and a half. It shouldn't be a quarter and 3/4. Where do you get a 3/4? Right? It should either be right. It should be a half and a half, or half and and a quarter. Says the Gemara. I'll tell you what. Amarava, Rab Nasin, Dayanahu v'noisalum kededina. Rab Nasin, he's a dayan. He's a dayan, and he delved down one into the depths of the halacha. Okay, guys, now watch. So if they each did a whole, then what should the chiyuv be? Half and half. Am chatzinesek, you did a whole. Udekashalach l'shalim hay palga v'hay palga. Mishum the amalei balashar lebalabar should fasoi my ahanisli. Why does that shutfus help, guys? How much does the tam pay? Chatzinesek. So if he did a whole damage, how much did he pay? Half. So now you're telling me I have a shutuf over here. In other words, if you weren't here, the balabar, what would I pay? Half. Now that you hear a shutfus, what do you want me to pay? A half? So why did the partnership help me? So maybe I pay a quarter. Maybe I pay a quarter. Iba is saying, in other words, they didn't both do a whole damage. Each one did a half a damage. Now, so what was a kasha? If each one did a half a damage, it should be a quarter and a half. It should be a quarter and 3/4. Correct? Says Gemara, the kakashlach balabar mishalim palgo ubal basham mishalim revia the idach revia nifsid, and he should take a loss of a quarter. Mishum the amalei balashar. Here's the nizik, guys. Balash don't get. Here's balashar means the nizik, because the balashar, the dead shar, the balabar. Anoy tiroi bibircha ishkachase. My shar was found in your bar. I cut lasa. You killed him. In other words, really, I don't want to deal with anybody else. The bottom line is, I got my shar in your bar. How it got there, I really don't care. My whatever I can collect from that insurance policy, I'll get what from the bala shar. Mishtal alma, I'll get. How much do I get from him? A quarter. My delesli l'shnalim, and what I can't get from him, mishalim mimach, I'll get the other quarter from you. A half and a quarter is 3/4. Okay, so again, the main yisoid that we want is in our Mishnah. When our Mishnah says that he falls into the bar and the bala bar is chayiv, why is he chayiv? It was caused by a digger. And the answer is because we're going according to Reb Nassan. Like Reb Nassan, if it wasn't for grama, taka, you pay half and half. He's an Adam. Adam is a mu'id. You pay he's chayiv whole. You're chayiv whole. You both pay half. But the bottom line is, grama is the zaken's pata. Therefore, I'm going to collect from you. Therefore, I'm going to collect from you. Good. Amarava, haniach evan al pi bar. You leave a evan on top of a bar, next to a bar. Ubar shar comes along the shar, v'niskal ba, and it trips over what the rock, v'nafal bibar, and it falls into the bar. Banul machloikis Reb Nassan v'Rabbanan. Loit Reb Nassan you'd both pay, and loit Reb Rabbanan only the Baal Evan would pay. What about grama, guys? Why isn't that grama? This is a bar. Look at Rashi, guys. The 2 lines from the bottom, at the end of the line, second 2 lines from the bottom. Banul machloikis the Rabbanan, Baal Evan chayiv. Loit the Rabbanan only the Baal Evan chayiv. Why? Because you always go basamei kara, correct? The who garam kol and afila. He caused everything. Now, there's no particular grama over here, right? Umishum grama bin ezikin lekalim iftarei. Why? The Evan Nami Hainu bar. It's a double bar, 2 owners. Fezeh could be a dayim who, and it's considered by the Hezek be a dayim. So very dakistik achilim. Where the nefila in the bar was caused by the sound of a shovel, that's grama. Where the nefila in a bar was caused by tripping over a bar, that's not grama. So it comes out. Who's chayiv over here then? The Baal Evan would be chayiv the whole thing, like the Rabbanan. Why? Because basamei kara, we saw the Rashi, right? Really, the Baal Kara should be chayiv, if not for grama. So Baal Evan's chayiv. Loit Reb Nassan, they're both chayiv, right? Banal machlokes. The Baal Evan would pay it, and the other one would be chayiv. Good. Shita. Says the Gemara, why would you think this doesn't go into the machlokes between the Rabban and Reb Nassan? So ma the tema hasam hu da'ama balabar lebalashar ilav bira didi tura didach havikatole. Over there, you know what? He could say the following. The balabar says, you know what? If not for my bar, your shor would have killed it anyway. Your shor pushed it in. Aval hacha matziyamale bal even lebal abar, ilav bira didach, avna didi may have yovda. If not for your bar, my Evan would have done nothing. Why would it happen? If the shor would have tripped over it, having nafal, he would have fell. The coin gotten up. Kamash malon, the amalei ilav Evan having nafal bira. If not for your Evan, it wouldn't have fell into the bar. Itmar, I'm a base. Itmar. Okay. Shar v'shar p'sulim mikdashim. Now again, for the umpteenth time, shar p'sulim mikdashim, a carbon that got a mum, and you can't go at one and okay, you can't be makir. Now there's a big Torah over here. Whether is it shar p'sulim mikdashim even after Padiyah or not? In other words, we know the parsha of Nezikin is Fichigach ishar is shari ehu. Daf v'lo shar shel hegdish. And we said, even though the parsha was said by Nekicha, we saw Toisvis, afilu regel, afilu shein. In other words, if it's hegdish, so psulim mikdashim also is not shari ehu. Maybe. In other words, it's not shari ehu if you were paid it. If you weren't paid it, if you were paid it, there's a day that it was. But let's go to a very. Let's avoid the machloikis, the Torah over here. Say it's speaking about a bechar that got a carbon, got a mum. Is it a carbon? No. Can you be paid it? No. There's no padiyah by bechar. Right. There's no. So now you avoid a problem. It's psul hamikdashim. There's no padiyah, and now it's a double. You have a shar and Shom Shalom Mikdashim, and they gore. They both gore. So this is the case of Reb Nassan, right? This is the case of Reb Nassan, right? If I can't collect from the owner of the Bechar, there's no bar. There's two. In other words, we have a shutfis of damage over here. It just happens to be, we're not speaking about a balabar anymore. We're speaking about two owners of a shar, two separate guys. So you have a shar that is what? A regular shar shel hedjit, and you have shar psul and mikdashim, and they both gore. You could have said shar shel hegdish. You tell me a bigger chiddush, right? That even the shar psul and mikdashim. So now they both gore. They both go ahead right and they gore. Good. What do you collect? So like the chachamim, you're going to collect everything from. You'll collect half. You collect half from the hedjit. Like Reb Nassan, you're going to collect everything from the hedjit. Do me a favor, go tell him. So again, now you have a case of one shor you can collect from, one shor you can't collect from. So shor v'shor psulim midash shenachu. Abaya says mishalim chatzi nezik, Ravina mishalim revia nezik. Now, ha betam, they're both speaking about a tam. Ha rabbanon, loy to rabbanon, you only get a quarter, because you don't say kilek l'shlum mihai mishtalim mihai. But Reb Nassan, and the one that says you're going to get a full chatzi nezek is like Reb Nassan. So since I can't collect from the owner of the psulim mikdashim, I'll collect from the other one. Iba yasema hava kirabbanon. So if they're both like the rabbanon, why are you going to go ahead and pay Chatzi nezek, habitam, habimuid, geshmak. They're both going according to the Rabbanon. The tam is only going to pay a quarter because you can't collect what from the shab samidashim. The muid will you pay shenezek shalem. You're only going to pay Chatzi nezek because you can't collect from the shab samidashim. Ikad the amri. Instead of saying a half and a quarter, we're going to say half and a whole. Abayom Chatzi nezek, reviyom not a quarter, but kula nezek. You're going to say what? You're going to pay full nezek shalem. And hab and muid, it's both speaking about a muid, and hakir rabbanon. When are you going to pay chatzi nesek? Like the rabbanon, right? You split it. Reb Nassan, you collect nesek shalem mat from the owner of the regular shar. Iba yisema haba Reb Nassan. They're both like Reb Nassan. Hab muid, you're going to go ahead and pay what nesek shalem. Hab tam, you'll only pay chatzi nesek. But Amar Rabba, shar ve'adam shedachvu lebar. Okay. Now, this is going according to Reb Nassan. So you have a shor and an adam that's dachvul lebar. Now, let's go through the various possibilities. Le'inyan nezikin, kula chayavim. Le'inyan nezikin, paying the nezek to the animal, sai the adam, and sai the shar will be chayav. Le'inyan arba devarim, regarding sai ripu shevas u'baishes, udmei vladais, if it's a female, it's a woman, and she's still alive and she miscarries, adam chayiv, the sharu bar pata. Only the adam would be chayiv, right? And the shar and bar will be pata because they don't pay dmei vladais. Kinatz anashim, right? Anashim b'shvarim. Le'inyan kaifer, let's say it's an animal that dies, who's shleishim shaleved, shar chayiv, because it's a muid, adam ubar pturim, adam and bar will be pata for different reasons, guys. Adam will be pata because kam le b'drab minei. Adam will be pata because kam le b'drab minei. Since they killed the person, you don't pay kaifer, right? And bar pata because shar v'lo adam chamar v'lo kalim. Le'inyan kalim shar p'sulei mikdashim, right? Shar p'sulei mikdashim would be chayiv. Adam shar p'sulei excuse me. Le'inyan kalim b'shar p'sulei mikdashim, regarding kalim and shar p'sulei mikdashim, adam b'shar chayavim and bar pata. Because right, bar what would be pata, and bar would be pata. Let's see some Rashis over here. Let's start from Adam. About 8 lines up parallel to that. Adam shadach v'chayev, avlashav bar peturin. The kaimlon ishba misai. You don't pay dalid dvarim. V'chein dmei vladais. Anashim kasiv v'lei shvarim. Le'inyan kaifer, if they killed a shar, mace, shar chayiv, kedine umuad, and adam ubar peturin. Adam the bar katalahu. Adam would be part because he's what? Come lay. Vinami lo yasrbe, and even you can say even you don't kill him because you didn't give him masra, nonetheless patam the tani bechizkiya, amnei chesakad. Ubar dechsiv shar v'lei adam. Now, what about sharp? What about le'inyan kalim usharp mikdashim? But if they push into the bar a sharp mikdashim. Good. Shenifta, Rashi says that you were paida. The karina be shari eyu achashapadu. It better be considered shari eyu. So now back in the Gemara, usharp mikdashim adam b'shar chayavim. Because it's not hegdish anymore. It's re'ehu. Ubar pata shavla yadam chamav lekela. My time amakra. Why guys? Why does bar not pay for sharp shalem mikdashim? Why does bar not pay for bar shalem mikdashim? Why not? Right? It says the Gemara. It says v'meisi eloi. It says by v'meisi eloi. It says by the bar that a meiswat belongs to the owner. Now, b'misha meish shaloi. Now, what could you do with a dead carcass? What can you do with a dead carcass? You can give, it's nevela. You give it to the dogs. But p'shalim midashim, you can't give it to the dogs. Yatzazeh sheina meish shaloi, because right, it doesn't belong to them because you can't feed it to the dogs. Now, it says, remember the pshita le l'rava, that you can't. Well, mi boy le l'rava. The boy rava shab p'shalim midashim shenafal lebar mahu. Hayva meisi eloi b'misha meish shaloi yatzazeh sheina meish shaloi. Therefore, you be pater. Dilma v'amesi eloi lebailim etapim and avelu hudasa. That who has to get it out of the bar is the owner. The owner has to be metapim with the nevela. Now it says, guys, it says 2 parshas. There's a mesi eloi in the parsha of shar, and there's a mesi eloi parsha of bar. Good. So we're using the mesi eloi by the bar to teach me psulim mikdashim. Fred the Gemara, maybe I need that for balbi metapim and nevela. The Gemara's answer, that's the one that says by shar. Who says the Gemara? Basa de boy had the pashta. After he asked the question, he was posted that sharp psulim mikdashim by a bar is pata. Ela bailim betapim levelim minale. If you're going to use v'amesi eloi, fellas, if you're going to use the mesi eloi by bar to teach me that since it's me shamesh eloi, you can do whatever you want with it, as opposed to this, you can't feed it to the dogs. Where does he know that the Baal takes care of the nevela? Says Gemara, nafkala min mesi eloi the shar. Again, there's 2, one by shar and one by bar. He's going to use the one by shar to teach me that the Baal's on top of the nevela. My chos is to be hemesi eloi the shar mifakas loy lebailim mitapim nevela. How do you know for that? In other words, I could do the following. I could say shor psulim midashim is chayv in a bar. It's chayv in a bar. And ames yeloi what? And I'll use the other one, what? I'll use the other one to teach me. I'll use the other one to teach me that what? That the psulim midashim is shor is pata. Now I thought you are pata over there. I got a kasha, guys. Listen to a kasha outside. If I would ask you by shor, how do you know psulim midashim is and hegdish doesn't work? It says kiyach sharish shorei ehu. Good. So now 1 second. So what's the Gemara's kasha? Why do you use the vamesia loy by bar to teach me a patur psulim midashim and vames and baal metaplin nevela from switch it around? So if you switch it around, then why would you need reyehu? In other words, what's the switch around? So psulim mikdashim would be by shar, and bar would teach me that you metapel in the vela, and you be chayiv psulim mikdashim in a bar. But if you the way you're switching it around, I know that in already. I know from reyehu that shar psulim mikdashim is out of the ballpark. So now what are you saying? Switch around and use vamesi alo to tell me it's out of the ballpark? I know it's out of the ballpark. I know it from reyehu. Got it? Look at the bottom twice. Epichana. Again, what are you doing? You're saying that Baal Metapim in the Vela is from Bar, and the Psul of Shalom Mikdashim is by Shar. Epechna vim Taimar im Kain Re'eu de Koster Rachmana Lamali. Right? Yeah? Afuke Hegdish. Lamali Lafuke Hegdish. V'yesh Leimar Titzrich LeHegdish Shenogach Hedyet. I would need it for that Hegdish is potter if it goes Hedyet. Afkasha that we learned from Shorish. In other words, there's two things that you damage Hegdish, and then this Hegdish damages you. So I need Reyehu for Hegdish damaging you, and I'd use Amesi Eloi for what? For you damaging Hegdish. The Marsha says you would need Reyehu for Kananim to say that not Hegdish. That I need Reyehu for Kananim, but I wouldn't know Hegdish that I would learn how from Amesi Eloi. We had this early in the Masechta. We said, yeah. No, we had it early in the Masechta. We said that if it's not Patur, if you damage Hegdish, right? Yeah. Yes. Anyway, says Fred the Gemara Kasha, why do you opt to go in that direction? And I'll tell you why. Again, now you say there's a Patur, Mistabra Patur Potter Gabe Bar, Ha'ilu Potter by Asakalim. In other words, we find by bar there's something that's out of the ballpark. What is that? Kalim. Adam, Kalim is out of the ballpark. So also, what will be out of the ballpark? Psuli Hamikdashim. Masha'en came by what? By Karen, nothing's out of the ballpark. Fred Gemara Adarabba. Adarabba Potter Gabi Shor. Let's use the Patur of Shor Psuli Mikdashim by Shor. She came Potter by Chatzi Nezek. So you see there is a Patur. Says the Gemara, well, it's not a complete Patur. You don't find a complete Patur. Okay, so we have this din of Shor Psuli Mikdashim. Amesi Alo. We learn that from bar that by bar that if a Shor Psuli Mikdashim falls into a bar, you would be Potter. Even though Shor is Chayv in a bar, it would be Potter. Why? Because it's not that Amesi Alo. Have a good evening.